Hi Butterfly, it's Eva Lane from anxiousrelief.com, and today I want to talk to you about what happens when anxiety gives you nightmares, and more to the point, how you can prevent anxiety nightmares from happening. Anxiety nightmares are different from nocturnal panic attacks. Nocturnal panic attacks are when you wake up and you're actually sort of acting out a panic attack, and most of the time you're aware that you're in your bedroom, you feel like you're not quite awake, not quite asleep, and there's a definite feeling of panic. A nightmare is when you're definitely asleep and your subconscious mind is presenting you with images of that are frightening in nature. And sometimes this can be your anxiety manifesting in a direct or indirect way, and other times it can be your anxiety manifesting in a more underlying way. So don't expect that your anxieties in real life will automatically reflect what's in your dreams. As you know, dreams are often very symbolic and don't make a lot of sense at all when you wake up, but they are your brain's way of being able to process what you've been through in your waking hours, and kind of help you to try and bring things to a conclusion in your mind. So that's the purpose of your dreams. And sometimes when you have anxiety, your dreams can come into play because it's just the way that your brain tries to cope. But it's not necessary for you to have anxiety nightmares. There are definitely ways that you can prevent them from happening, and I've got 3 tips that you can use to help prevent nightmares and nightmares caused by anxiety when you're trying to sleep. Number 1, don't eat anything for 2 hours before bed. The reason for this is twofold. Number 1, sometimes when you eat things before bed, they can contain ingredients that can cause your brain to go into overdrive. So an excess of sugar if you eat chocolate before bed. Sometimes even things like bananas or peanut butter can contain compounds that cause some people to have wacky dreams. I personally find that if I eat cheese before bed, I don't get a very good night's sleep, and a lot of weird dreams kind of come up and pester me as I'm trying to sleep. And the other reason why you shouldn't eat 2 hours before bed is because if you eat and then you don't give yourself enough time to digest the food properly, and then you lie down flat, you'll get acid reflux. So it's a little bit of vomit that comes up into your throat and goes back down again. And while this isn't dangerous in and of itself, you can feel that sensation in your sleep, and so you can have, like, that can cause strange nightmares, like that you're being choked or that you can't breathe or that you're suffocating. So obviously you want to avoid anything that's going to cause like a bodily sensation or a reaction that could be represented in your dreams as something that's far more scary and dramatic. Number 2, I recommend having some chamomile tea before bed. So not within that 2-hour window, but maybe a little bit earlier. And chamomile tea is a great herb for you to take to just relax your mind and your body and your spirit, get you in the mood for winding down at the end of the day. I find chamomile tea is super, super effective in winding me down and relaxing me, and just giving me that space that I need when I'm getting ready to go to sleep at the end of the day. Step 3 is one of my particular favorites. I use a bark flower essence called Rescue Remedy, and it's available from the chemist. It's in a little yellow bottle, and you can get it in a spray, you can get it in drops, and you can get it in like pastilles, like lollies that you can suck. And what Bach flower essences are, they are an energetic tincture that are taken from trees and flowers that exhibit the similar symptoms of anxiety, and it actually uses the law of similars. That means that like cancels out like. So if you are feeling anxious, you have some of the rescue remedy, which contains the energy from the flowers and trees that exhibit anxiety symptoms, and by doing that you get in on an energetic level, and that your anxiety and the anxiety in the rescue remedy cancel each other out. All I can say is it works. Like many things in life, I don't understand why it works, but it just works. And I find the three of these tips used all together, just amplifies the effectiveness. So if you don't eat or drink anything for 2 hours before bed, and before that, have a cup of chamomile tea to really settle yourself down and relax yourself for the evening. And if you take rescue remedy, so I take a spray on my tongue as I'm getting out of the shower in the evening, and then another spray as I'm getting into bed, and then I don't go off to sleep straight away. I usually read, but I do find that if I have the 2 sprays of rescue remedy, within about 5 to 10 minutes, my mind is settling down and I'm getting more than ready to sleep properly and sleep soundly and sleep fully as well. And I get nowhere near the amount of nightmares that I used to have before I used these 3 tips in my life. So that's what I recommend for you. The other 2 things that I think you should do is go and download my grounding meditation. So that will help you, if you listen to it before bed, will help you bring your energy into your body and help you to connect it with the core of the earth. And that really helps to anchor your energy, and you'll just feel more together and more focused and more able to sleep. Your energy will feel stiller. And the other one I want you to download is the protection exercise. So that involves putting yourself in a bubble of white light, but it just really protects your energy, and it's great for you to listen to and great for you to do just as you're going off to sleep, because it helps to protect your energy from anxiety nightmares as well. I hope after hearing this you have a lovely, sweet sleep. Do put those tips into practice. Love and light. Bye for now.